Hello all you hardcores out there, how you doing? It's Big Porky here. Christmas Day, 3 o'clock. Hey? What a time to be alive, hey? Doing a review of old Fish Eyes Frank's show. Let's put some just going to go through Frank's show from weekend, then we're going to go through Eddie Hearn's show, and then we're going to finish off, and I think that's it, going to be it then, because I've got a plane to catch to Dennis Hobson's wedding in Tenerife. Where am I here? Here we are, Manchester Arena. Josh won it, and we'll start from beginning at the show. We'll go through the beginning at the show, shall we? Tommy Fury won. I'm pleased for Tommy Fury. I've met him. He's a decent kid. I haven't spoken to him for ages, but I met him at Peter's gym a couple of years ago now, actually it was. But I'm glad he's won. Obviously he's got Ricky Hatton as his trainer, and he, so he's probably going to end up doing alright for his son Tommy. He's from a fighting family, and I mean they can all fight, can't they, Furies? Even if you go to John Fury's place out at Withenshaw, you'll get young travelling kids, 6, 7 year old. It's like that film Snatch. They'll come up to you and they'll want to get at it with you and have it on cobbles. So they're fetched up with it, aren't they? And Tommy's got a win under his belt. Kiddy's fought, won 10, lost 102. You know, but it's his debut, isn't it? So he's not going to be fighting anybody with a winning record, is he? So, but it is what it is, isn't it? So good luck to Tommy Fury. I ain't got no against him. I'd like to see him do super middleweight. I think he'd be a great super middleweight. I mean, if you go through all of them, right, everybody won. All the home fighters won except Martin Murray, and nobody picked Martin Murray to beat Hassan and Dan. But if you go through it all, every single home fighter won. Now 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 11 out of 12 won. But Martin Murray shouldn't be losing to old guys like that, should he? But Troy Williamson won. He's still undefeated. He beat Jakovic, who's fought Kell Brook. Sam Maxwell, he's undefeated. He beat James Quinn. He's had 4 wins, 74 losses. Harvey Horn, 3-0, he won. He won against a kid 2-4. Another guy without a winning record. Where does Frank Warren dig these guys up from? Jesus. Lyndon Arthur won. He's undefeated. He's one for the future. Jack Massey won. Fighting a guy with a losing record. Sevasina. Lyndon Arthur beat Emmanuel Fuser. 10-9-2. Billy Joe Saunders. Is that his cruiserweight debut? I don't think so, light heavyweight, but 179 he weighed. He got in the ring at 183. I don't know what to make of that, to be honest. What is Billy doing? Where's Billy going with Frank Warren? Where is he going? I know there's loyalty in there, but where is he going? Charles Adamu, right, fought Carl Froch. Defended his Commonwealth title, didn't he, against Carl Froch in 2004. That's 15 years ago nearly, right? 15 years. Let me have a look. Let me just check, because I was there on the night. He'd been in with Otis Grant and lot. Carl Froch, 2004 March. Yeah, Nottingham. Yeah, I was there. So you know, he's fighting Billy Joe Saunders. It's like 14, nearly 15 years ago when he fought Carl Froch. And Billy Joe Saunders, an undefeated world champion, he shouldn't be in with Charles Adamo. Michael Conlan, undefeated, he won. He beat Jason Cunningham. You know, I don't know what's happening with Jason at the moment. He's not a featherweight, Jason Cunningham. I know for a fact. He's no way is he a featherweight. Nice kid, but he's not a featherweight. Nathan Gorman, 14-0, WBC International Heavyweight title, silver belt. Oh my God, it gets worse, doesn't it? That guy shouldn't have been in with Nathan. Nathan's got to step it up now, hasn't he? Surprise of the night for me, Mark Efron getting beat by Liam Williams. I thought he'd be way too big, but he's had a padded record, hasn't he, Mark Efron? He's been knocking people out, 17 out of 21 knocked out. And then he's come up against Liam Williams, who's now the British middleweight champion. That's a coveted belt, that, what Liam Williams has got now. I didn't think Liam Williams would do it. I thought he were on slide. But it shows you that Mark Efron, he's got to go back to the drawing board. I don't think he's a middleweight, Mark Efron. I think he struggled. I think he's a super middle. I think you'll see him move up in weight now. I've heard he is going to move up in weight. Me begging Dennis to sign him. Well, when he was 9-0, I begged. I don't think he's a messer, like somebody said, at all. I do rate him. I just think that he's fighting at the wrong weight, but he got schooled, didn't he? He got took to school. And he were hanging on at end, wasn't he? Because of the weight, that's my opinion. Because of the weight, that's what happens if you're fighting at the wrong weight. So, but that's what happens. Well, that's boxing, isn't it? It's a tough sport. But that's life. You know what I mean? But that's life, isn't it? But I wish Mark Efron all the best. You can't always get everything right in boxing. But like I said, every single home fighter won except Martin Murray. So that just shows you they're playing it safe for the matchmaking. I mean, how many guys here, right? Up to your title fights, right, how many of these guys have winning records? How old is Charles Adamo for starters? Charles Adamo is 41 year old. So Billy Joe Saunders is fighting a guy 41, right, who's been on slide 15 years. Then you've got the guy underneath him, he's a losing record. So there's one guy with a winning record here, and he's 10-9. Oh, Djakovic has got a winning record, he's 50-20. So, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 7 guys who were not fighting for a title are shocking records. Look, can you see the red? Now what you do, this is what any tips for all you potential guys who think you can match make. Look at the records there. Can you see where the red and green? Now Jason Cunningham's coming off a win. But good below him because Jason's fighting in a title fight. Start at Charles Adamo. Start at Charles Adamo. How many of them are coming off a winning record? Adam Hutchinson, 2-4. He's just had a win. But all the rest of them, look, it's all red, innit? All them 7 fights there. Shocking. And then you go to the other side. There you go. From Billy Joe all the way down. Look, they're all green, aren't they? Apart from one guy there, Troy Williams, from his last fight, were a draw. Can you see what that is? That is called hashtag cherry picking. Now, that's just how it is, I'm afraid. So all you people who put accumulator bets on, like myself, always try and go for the home fighter. But there always will be one guy in all that who will slip up. Now Martin Murray, Martin Muddy were in an hard fight with Hassan and Damu, but they thought because he'd had a loss, look, and Damu, he'd had a loss. Look at here. Nathan Gorman's fighting a guy for a title coming off 2 losses. How can that be? How can that be? 2 losses and he's fighting for a title. Jeez. How are they getting away with that? How are they getting away with that? But Michael Conlon won, I'm pleased for him. Billy Joe Saunders won. Gorman won. Liam Williams, I thought, was star at night with Josh Warrington. They were the 2 stars on the night. Nobody had Warrington to be. Josh Warrington's one of them guys, isn't he, that you think he's no good at anything, but because he's not got a mega punch, but he overwhelms fighters, doesn't he? Now, Josh Warrington, I think he's like Billy Joe Saunders myself. You think he's not that good until you get in with him. And I think Josh Warrington across boards, probably an 8 out of 10 on everything, a 10 for fitness and a 6 for his punch power. But if you add it all up, he's a good scorer, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? Same as Billy Joe Saunders. Rocky, you gonna go downstairs? Go on then. Go on then. Scoot. Up and down like a yo-yo, man. But Josh Warrington, I thought that were a great fight. It sold show. They delivered what it said on tin, didn't it, for pay-per-view. I were happy with the 20 quid I spent on it. I think it were worth it.
Daddy?
What? Reg? What, go on?
Santa were on Mummy's phone!
Yeah, go on, scoot while I'm on here.
That
Scoot.
was crazy, Daddy.
Go on
Daddy,
then.
we've escaped
Scoot.
Mummy's house.
Go on, scoot, I'm filming. Bye. Jesus.
Let's play a game.
Right, let's go to... so Josh Warrington won, basically. And I'm pleased for Josh Warrington because he's a Yorkshire kid, isn't he? And he's done well. I think Frampton, I think that's best. Frampton's probably going to be a gatekeeper now. He'll be a gatekeeper. But I'm hearing that they're going to do a rematch in Ireland. That's what I'm hearing, so good luck to him. It was a great fight. Frampton can probably say, you know, he weren't right on night and all that, but he's a pretty honest kid. But I'm hearing they're going to do a rematch in Ireland, so whether they do that or not, I don't know. But they could put that on in Ireland again. It'll sell out with Conlon as chief support. Probably get Billy Joe on it. Might even get Tyson Fury on it, but who knows? But 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 fights on that show. It's a lot of fights, that, innit? A lot of fights. So that's that. Let's go to the Eddie Hearn show. Eddie Hearn. What can we say about this man? Here we go. O2 Arena, Greenwich, London. Right. 2, 4, 6, 8 fights. Now, you can see where I'm coming from here, can't you? You can see who's selling tickets. Frank Warren's put 12 fights on. 12 fights. Eddie Hearn, he's put 8 on and still sold it out. So he says, but there was some empty seats by looks in it to me. 4 title fights and he's got 4 non-fights. Started off with Fabio Wardley. You see, 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 out of 8 home fighters won. But Charlie Edwards, he's an home fighter. He's on the right hand side there because he's the challenger against Christopher Rosales. But so basically, all Eddie Hearn's guys won except Ryan Welsh, didn't they? Won each championess. Was he the champion, Ryan Welsh? Let's have a look. Reece Bellotti lost, didn't he? So, out of all Eddies, Reece Bellotti lost, didn't he? Yeah. You see what champion there. So Eddie ended up with 7 out of 8 then, didn't he, on the night? Same as Warren. There's always one, isn't there? One bogeyman. Undamn wet bogeyman for them. And Ryan Walsh were bogeyman for Eddie. But Eddie's 7 out of 8 to Eddie's one, right? Fabio Wardley, he's 4-0, he won, fighting a guy with a losing record 1-7. Linus Adofia, 11-0, don't rate him at all, but he's won, so good luck to him. He's fighting a guy 6-15, Jesus. Do you know what I mean? A guy 11-0 fighting a guy with a losing record, oh my God. David Price, 22-6. How many times has David Price been knocked out? He's been knocked out 6 times, so he's been iced 6 times. Why is he still having it? Who's licensing this guy here? He beat Tom Little. I like Tom Little, nice guy. I think that fight were more of a favour to Tom Little, wasn't it, and David Price. I think Eddie and old David Price won, didn't he? And I was there in Bulgaria with Tom Little. And I was speaking to Tom and he said Eddie Hearn owed him one because didn't he steal his opponent off him? Left Tom out of pocket. So fair play to Eddie Hearn for delivering for Tom and David Price, but Tom Little's probably English-British level. English/British level. Carlos Takam, he's not from England. He's fighting another guy who's not from England. Why do they keep digging Carlos Takam up? How old is he? Let's have a look. 38-year-old. Oh God. So they're digging 38-year-old Carlos Takam up now. Boatsi 8-0 against Ronald Quinlan, WBA Association International belt. How's Quinlan getting that fight there? If you read the WBA rulebook, he's coming off a loss. Quinlan's coming off a loss and he's fighting for a title. I think that's crazy. Eddie's guy Charlie Edwards won. Did he win? Charlie Edwards won, didn't he? Yeah, he won, didn't he? Charlie Edwards won. Yeah, he won. Charlie Edwards. Sorry, yeah, he won. Charlie Edwards won. So who was the guy who let him down? Oh yeah, right. Reece Bellotti let him down, didn't he? Reece Bellotti. Ryan Welsh beat Reece Bellotti. Too experienced for him, Ryan Welsh. 22-2 against a guy 13-1. 2-4. 26 fights against 14. How old's Reece Bellotti? He's only younger than he. 28 now, Reece. Oh God. I remember a big noise about him. And what's he? 32 Welsh. 4 year older and he's had 8 more fights. More experience. I think experience won. Yeah, split decision. They'll have a rematch then. Eddie will dig that up again. How is that a chief support though, Ryan Walsh, for a pay-per-view? Is this where boxing's going when you've got Ryan Walsh and Reece Bellotti? Eh? Ryan Walsh, Reece Bellotti, chief support for a pay-per-view show between a Zimbabwe man and a Jamaican, but both living in London, fighting for no world title. Oh my God. But they took 2 points off Derek Chisora. I had Derek Chisora winning. I thought he started fast. I thought he ran out of steam and he got caught. Fair play to Dillian White. He iced him. Ice, baby. He iced him proper. Fair play to Mark Tibbs. I've got a lot of time for him. Does Dillian White beat Joshua? No, he don't. He don't beat Joshua. He gets knocked out. Does Chisora and White rematch? Maybe. They might dig that one up again. Trust me, they might. I'm hearing rumours they could be doing Dillian White Takam. I've heard that's been mentioned. I mean, oh God. Dillian White Takam, would that be pay-per-view? Is Dillian White a pay-per-view fighter now? Who is Eddie Hearn's pay-per-view stars now? Who has he got? Well, they're saying that there's Joshua, Dillian White, Kelbrook and Khan. Kelbrook can only be pay-per-view if he fights Khan. Amir can only be pay-per-view against Khan or Crawford or Danny Garcia or Thurman. And I think Amir loses to all them. I think Amir against Kell Brook, I think that's a pick 'em fight, 50-50. Depends if they get the training camps right. But who has Eddie Hearn got though as pay-per-view? Boazzi, where is he going? What is he doing, Boazzi? I mean, they're still saying they're going to step him up. Step him up? What? Ranald Quinlan? When Chris Eubank fought Ranald Quinlan, Eddie Hearn hammered him, if you remember. Boazzi fights him a couple of years later, and it's okay. Oh, God. Hey? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But that show is just, look at it. That's a pay-per-view show. Utter garbage. Wardley Williams, Adofia Garage, Price Little, Takam Gashi, Boazzi Quinlan, Rosales Edwards, Walsh Bellotti, and then the creme de la creme, Dillian White against Derek Chisora, who's 9 losses. Come on. Is this where pay-per-view's going? What is this? What is this? Total garbage. Garbage. Yeah, it was a fantastic finish, but they took 2 points off Chisora, right? I thought that were harsh. As far as I'm concerned, if they hadn't took them points off Chisora, he was going to win that fight, and you know what would have happened then, don't you? If Dillian White didn't knock Chisora out, I am telling you now, sure as eggs are eggs, we'd have had a trilogy. White Chisora. White Chisora would have been a trilogy, but I think the heavyweight division at the moment, it's on a knife edge, isn't it? It's on a knife edge. I mean, this is who we've got now. Dillian White's number 5 box rec. Let's have a look. Joshua's number 1, Wilder 2, Fury 3, Alexander Povetkin number 4. How is he number 4? I don't know. White 5, Miller 6, Pulev 7. He's Joshua's mandatory. Brazil 8, Parker 9, Kawanaki 10. I think Chisora's out at mix now he's been beat. Them top 10 guys, probably from Parker to Joshua, Eddie Hearn could get a fight with any one of them. He'll work with any of them. It'd be interesting to see what happens with Tyson Fury now, in my opinion, because where does he go now? Where does Tyson go now? Where's Tyson Fury go? Does he fight again? Has he even got a contract with Frank Warren? I don't know, but it's all shrouded in mystery, innit? But don't be surprised if Joshua fights Fury next. Don't be surprised. You know, there's also, it's all a bit cloak and dagger, innit? And who's to say that Vlad ain't gonna come back? I mean, that top 25 there, from Hughie Fury at the bottom, top 25 from Hughie all the way up to Femi, from Hughie to Femi, them top 25, there's some interesting mixers there, and Eddie Hearn has got the platform to sell you all scripts. Write a script, do the WWE thing and crack on with it. But have you noticed how they've brought Jarrell Miller over? Jarrell Miller seems to be on the scene, doesn't he? Eh? So he's on Soccer AM and they're bouncing him about, and it's all very all nice and cute, innit? But you've got to remember, Kubrat Pulev, he's Joshua's mandatory. Who's to say Brazil's not going to fight Wilder? Like I said, there's all sorts of permutations. Charlie Martin's in the mix, 25-2-1. He's a former champion. He's still only 32. You know, there's some great fights there, but it is what it is, isn't it? But an end of year review, you'd have to say Usyk's been the star this year, hasn't he? Usyk. In my opinion, Usyk's the star, and the other kid, Lomachenko, Canelo. You know, they're your stars this year. The tomato rotten tomatoes for this year, you'd have to give that to Lawrence Coley, wouldn't you? Lawrence Coley's the rotten tomato of the year. Here he is. There's Lawrence Coley. You wouldn't open your curtains if you were fighting in your back garden, would you? Lawrence Coley, 10-0. Oh my God, who wants to fight him? Hey, and he fights on the 2nd of February. At the O2 in Greenwich. Good God, Lawrence Coley. He hasn't even got an opponent because nobody wants to fight him. He's fighting in 5 weeks and he hasn't got an opponent. That's how bad he is. Good God, Lawrence Coley. Chamberlain, Watkins and Askins, shockers. Shockers. He'll do well to ever get a pay-per-view in. I think you're probably going to see Eddie Hearn throw him under a bus. So... But I'm going to give him the Stinkinator Award for the year. Lawrence Coley, you are Porky's Corner Stinkinator of the year. Like I've just said, I wouldn't let somebody pay me to watch you. You are shocking, mate, shocking. 12th in world, do me a favour. You can't even get an opponent. You should be embarrassed about them fights that you've just been in. Embarrassed. But you are the Rotten Tomato of 2018 from Porky's Corner. But the star... The superstar is Alexander Usyk. That's Porky's star for the year. 16 fights. He's got all the belts, all the marbles. He's Olympic heavyweight gold. 31-year-old. He's 32 in January. He is a superstar. Look at that. Look at that record there. Look at his record there. Let's have a look here. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In his 10th fight, he's fighting for world title. Then he's just at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's had 7 world title fights and he's gone 7-0. He's unified all the marbles. He is the man. He's done Bellew, but who's Bellew done really? He beat David A. Annie, that's it. Who was he? And that were a 10-year past his best David A. But Usyk's done Brady's, Hook, Hunter, Machuno, Glowacki. You know, he's dealt with all of them. The guy's an absolute beast, and so is Lomachenko. So he's the star of 2018 for Porky, and Lawrence Coley, he's the Porky's Rotten Tomato. So, alright. So that's about it really. 2018 is gone. So I'll be back in 2019. All the best and happy Christmas to everybody, and have a fantastic new year. I hope everybody got what they wanted for Christmas, and I hope 2019 is going to be prosperous for everybody out there who follows my channel, because I know it's going to be prosperous for me. So I'm in a good place. I'm now going to go downstairs after I've got my dressing gown off, because I've just had a shower. Pour me some large brandy, and I'm having salmon for my dinner today, so I can't have solid meat because of my band. So alright, so spend some time with my kids for Christmas, and peace out. Keep following boxing, but most of all keep following my channel. Keep on trucking. Come on, Rocky.